My name is Sophia Phillips, and I started to volunteer with the Art for Cancer right from the beginning in 2011.
My name is Jessica Lui. I'm a leukemia survivor and a bone marrow transplant recipient about 4 years ago.
Well, the fundraising is important simply because it takes $20,000 to run the workshops.
I've been coming to Art for Cancer Foundation for about 3.5 years. I had no art background. So before coming into here, it's like I never would have thought that I can paint all of those over there.
Essentially, I help with the fundraising, which we do once a year in October with the Scotiabank running series for charities.
But 3.5 years ago, that was the time that when I finished my 3 rounds of chemo. And I started to get a little bit better. And then I looked into like what kind of support group that I can attend. And then very luckily, I found Art for Cancer Foundation.
I subsequently get in touch with people I know to ask them if they would support me in this endeavor. And at this time, Bill and I, we work at the computer to create the, write up the letters that I send out to ask for support. He is a touch typist, so when we send out over 100 requests, then he does all that work while I'm there just in case.
The tremendous trauma that we experience, physically, of course, because we're fighting for our life, but also mentally. Our heart and soul were like so beat up. And yes, when we go to the doctors, when we go to the nurses, they were able to help us physically. But you would never think that mentally we do need a lot of help and the whole process of healing. And coming here, because Art for Cancer Foundation offer workshops for cancer patients, caregiver, and whoever touched by cancer. And this organization offers us this healing power.
The other thing is that I volunteer to help out with the annual anonymous art show. So I help with the organization of that, and I volunteer to come and help with the sales.
Because every time I come here for a workshop, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, I would sit here and I would forget that I am going through what I went through. And that was a very powerful thing.
I really think this is an extremely worthwhile cause to help people who are dealing with cancer.